everyone, this is Dream from Where the Yokels Grow, and as you can see on this very sunny day, we are sitting in my front yard, and that means only one thing. We are filling this large raised bed behind me. New gardeners, this video is for you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are returning, I am so glad to see you again. Let's get growing, y'all. Okay, y'all, we're gonna talk about this bed right here behind me. Now this is one of two brand new raised beds that my husband built me. He built these as Valentine's presents for me. I was expecting one and he gave me two, which was a lot of excitement. But with that said, these beds are 8 by 4 by 2. What that means is they are 8 foot long, 4 foot wide, and 2 foot deep, in case anybody didn't understand that. So you can imagine how much it would have been to fill these two beds with soil. I have 5 beds, and I will show you when I walk around, I will show you those 5 beds. I have 5 other beds that 2 years ago I bought soil by the yard, and it cost me $265 just to fill those 5 beds. Now, if I was to do that again, it would probably be double that because the cost of soil has went up. But as it turns out, these 2 beds and the way I did it cost me $60 a bed, which was $120. Now I didn't do them all at once, I did one, and then I had to come back to the second one, and that's why we're filming this second one. So let me tell you how I did it. So the first thing I do, I don't use any of, what is it called, a garden cloth or garden tarp or anything like that. I just get cardboard. You can go to Walmart after 11 o'clock. Well, you can here in Arlington. I don't know about other cities. After 11 o'clock and get as many cardboard boxes you want for free. And free is good. So that's how I got my cardboard boxes. Plus different items that I had, bought that came to the house that I just kept the boxes from. So we lay the cardboard out, put the bed on top of that cardboard. Then I took the hose and I watered it in really good. And what I mean by watering it in, I mean I saturated that cardboard. Once I had soaked the cardboard for a while, I got inside the bed and I stamped down on top of it, pushed the cardboard down just a little bit more, make sure that it was saturated through the whole thing because the water helps the cardboard to break down. Thus, the soil that's in here, it'll kill the grass below it, and the soil that's in here will become in contact with the native soil below it, and I happen to know that this native soil in my yard is very good. So I want that to happen. Once that was done, in order to fill the bed up higher so we didn't have as much soil going in, I had a large tree stump that had fallen on a job, and we cut it up, and then I put that on top of the cardboard. Once that was done, I had some old corn stalk that I had, dried corn stalk that I had left over, and I just bent them and broke them in pieces, and I put that in between the large stumps that were in the bed. Once I was done with that, I then had some old, I had cleaned out these beds, and I had some old plants, some leaves and plant matter, so I put the bigger pieces of organic matter such as plants, and I put those in and filled in the cracks as much as I could, and then I took leaves and I filled in the rest of the cracks. Once that was done, I took 8 bags of the Timberland's cow manure and compost bags, and I spread that out in my raised bed. Once that was done, I used 8 bags of Nature's Choice, I believe it's called Nature's Choice, organic mushroom compost, and I spread that out. Then when that was done, it was almost full, I topped it with 2, I believe they're 1.5 cubic feet bags of the Miracle Grows container potting soil mix with yucca and core, and it took 2 bags, and I topped it with that. And the purpose for topping it with that is because it has moisture control, but it's also got a lot of good nutrients in it. And once I was done with that, the bed was full. The bed was full. And those organic matters that are underneath the soil will continue to break down. And as they break down, they will, of course, they break into soil, but they also continue to feed any plants that are in here. And it helps out in the long run. You still have to feed, especially in North Texas, when that sun starts getting out and you're having to water more often and your nutrients are running out the bottom. You have to feed a little bit more, but in the beginning it will continue to break down and feed your soil. The other thing that I have found, I know you probably heard people talk about worms. I don't go to a worm farm. I go to Walmart, go over to the bait section, and you can get a container for $4.58. And that container I can spread out between all of these and they'll do just fine. So if you want to add worms, that's a cheap and inexpensive way. That's your garden tip as part of this video. Hey, if you're someone who's watching this and you've set up a bed here recently or in the past and you have some suggestions, drop them down in the comment section and let us know what you did. What kind of soil did you use? What kind of dirt did you use? How did you set it up? How much did it cost? I think that's great information for any new gardener or someone who's kind of been gardening for a year and now they've got a new bed and they're overwhelmed by the cost of how much it's going to cost to put soil into these beds. We need to stick together and we need to help these new gardeners get out into the world. So if you have any helpful advice, please put it down in the comments section.
Okay, y'all, now that I'm up, let me back up just a little bit so you can see both of those beds, so you can see just how big they are. I'll try to go as slow as possible. Sorry for any shadows. My garden sits in the west, so it's very, very sunny. So here they are in their entirety, both of them. So those two beds cost me $60 each to fill with soil. Now let me show you how small these other beds are. They are 6 by 1.5 by 2. These are the original 5 beds. Those cost me $265 to fill 2 years ago. Let me turn and show you what it looks like from this way. So let me show you 2 more beds that I did a little differently. So these 2 beds are smaller, and what I did differently, these are the cardboard underneath, and then these particular small beds took 2.5 of the Miracle Grow organic container potting soil with yucca and core. Now I didn't put any debris or anything or any other organic matter in there. So that's how I did those differently. But those bags only cost me $9.99 each at Costco. Check Costco for soil. Oh, neighbor's coming.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to stop filming for a minute. One of my neighbors walked up on me and you guessed it, started asking questions. But what I was saying before, if you all who are watching this who may be a gardener and you have any helpful advice for those who are starting out, ways to set up their beds, ways to fill their beds, where to get soil, where to get different things inexpensively, please put them down in the comment section. And y'all, I will do my best to put everything in the description, the steps that I took, so that you can read through them so you don't have to keep rewinding the video and see it. It will be down in the description box for you, and then I will also put where I purchased my soil at so that you can go find it for you. Well, hopefully, not every Home Depot and Lowe's are the same in each city. But if you all found value in this video, please be sure to give us a like with a thumbs up. And if you are new, please remember to subscribe. New videos come out often, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when that happens. And until I see you in the next video, you all keep growing. You keep your heads up. We're all going to get through this together. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.